Bonjour madame. Comment ça va? Un peu de stress? Non, ça va y aller. Ça va y aller très bien.
Hello? Okay.
Hello? Yes, but it's not.
Okay, so I think we'll start, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning and good afternoon, good evening for those of you who are joining us from around the world. Welcome to the announcement of the IsDB-ILO Youth Green Skills Accelerator Challenge. That's a mouthful. My name is Sharia Walker, and I'm the Senior Youth Development Specialist at the Islamic Development Bank.
Good morning, everyone. Apologies and welcome. My name is Natalie Bavic. I am the Partnerships and UN Coherence Officer at the ILO, Regional Office for Arab States. We are delighted to be here today to moderate this event. This event is about a collaboration between IsDB and ILO that we are very proud of. It falls under a partnership that looks at priorities that are common to the two organizations, and one of these priorities is youth empowerment for just transition.
Thanks, Natalie. And just to give you a bit of a context for this challenge. So about 6 months ago, we launched the call for this challenge, and we received over 129 applications from across the IsDB and ILO common member countries. Of course, it was a very competitive process. We had applicants with very innovative green solutions, and today with us we have our 3 winners. And they'll be sharing with you some of their solutions, innovative solutions, and how they're going to be empowering their community. So although today represents the culmination of all of the hard work that has gone into this challenge, I'd like to kind of take a step back to frame the initiative. So the issue of youth development and leadership in the area of climate change is indeed a critical one. Young people, time and again, even during the global COVID-19 pandemic, demonstrated their leadership in the area of climate change. Furthermore, we noticed that their activism and leadership crossed multiple sectors, including agriculture, fashion, manufacturing, and construction.
Indeed, young women and men have a key role to play in contributing to just transition. This is underpinned by a fair and inclusive approach to greening the economy for everyone concerned, including the youth, creating decent work opportunities and leaving no one behind. As the UNSG Mr. Guterres said in his remarks to the opening of COP27, we need all hands on deck for faster, bolder climate action.
And with that, I'd like to introduce our first keynote speaker. I'd like to welcome Eric Oshran, the director of Cairo's office, to give his keynote remarks. Eric?
Thank you. Good morning. Sorry, I was a little bit late because I was in panel with the Union for Mediterranean, and also because it's linked to this issue, because we discussed about the skills and how we can. Can you hear me well or not? And we discuss about skills and how the countries, the implementing agencies, UN organization can support the development of skills, especially linked to the climate change and how we can anticipate. The Minister of Environment from Egypt was there, as well as the head of GIZ. I'm looking to Laura. Then I think it's very important, and I'm very pleased that we, as ILO, we participate in this event today with ISDB, and especially to congratulate the winners of this competition on skills development. First, congratulations. And then I think it's a good example what can be done, because we need to have this, to create this spirit of new ideas, innovative ways, and that's I think our role as ILO, as ISDB, as different partners, to encourage this point. And I'm very pleased that we collaborate with ISDB on this point. Maybe we can develop much more further program together, not only for Egypt, but also I think for the MENA region. And glad that Natalie also representing the Bureau for Arab States is also there. Laura and Jose from the Cairo office of the ILO. That's I think it's a very positive spirit to develop these innovative ways to identify the future skills, to support the different governments, the social partners, in also as part of the identification of skills, and then to develop curricula, develop programs for the young people, and in particular, I would say for the female young women, and also from the different vulnerable groups, because we have seen that they are also the victims of not only the climate change, but also of the COVID-19 crisis, and even with the current crisis we have also to tackle. Then I'm very pleased to be here to congratulate the winners, and also to see how we can work together in terms of the development of the right skills and also the innovative skills. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eric. I would like to welcome now to the stage our DG, Director General for Global Practice and Partnership, DG Amer Bukvich.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as Sharia mentioned, my name is Amer Bukvich, and I am really delighted to be part of this opening ceremony of very exciting event. Thank you, Mr. Eric Oshlan. I hope I got the pronunciation the French way right, for your message and your warm welcome, and for your cooperation in this project. I would also like to thank the ILO team and also ISDB team, and from our perspective, Ms. Sharia Walker, who has been championing this initiative within ISDB group. Thank you, Sharia. Since Sharia is very strict and precise, I would have to read what she tells me to read, otherwise I will get it wrong. But we really would like to also celebrate the anniversary of 10 years of the ISDB's Youth Development Forum. And with this launch of the IsDB-ILO, very first Youth Green Skills Accelerator Challenge call. ISDB and ILO recognize the leadership that young people are demonstrating in the fight against climate change and their key role in driving climate innovation. It is the youth, actually, who have the passion, who have the innovation and devotion that can carry this very heavy burden in which our civilization is facing at this moment. And without your full involvement and without your full passion, we cannot succeed in actually dealing with this crisis. To assist young people in their further translating their activism, commitment, and creativity into action, ISDB and ILO designed the Youth Green Skills Accelerator Challenge Call, and to that end, ISDB and ILO invited youth-led organizations, networks, and coalitions based in the ISDB-ILO common member countries to propose new and innovative ideas and solutions to support a just transition towards environmentally sustainable economies and societies for all. This initiative is in line with Bank's Youth Development Strategy and Action Plan. It is also in line with our new ISDB adopted strategy. The objective of the challenge call was to identify, incubate, test, and disseminate innovative and bankable ideas and solutions that equip youth living in our common member countries of ISDB and ILO. We received 120 applications from across our common member countries that underwent a rigorous evaluation process. I want to pause here and recognize and commend the applicant teams who did not make it to the finalists or winners. They are with us now online, they are watching, and I want to encourage them to continue being with us and really to congratulate them by saying really well done, because all 120 applications were excellent, innovative, and inspiring. And I encourage you to continue to pursue your innovations and solutions and refine them even further. The challenge call was only the first step, and we will continue working together, inshallah. We are here today to give a platform to the 3 winners to present innovative ideas and to announce and congratulate the first, the second, and the third winners of this year's challenge call. And it's very exciting because they still do not know who won the first place. This is like watching a football World Cup in Qatar coming, so these are the finals. And with this, I would like to convey again all of those who were involved in this process, from the initiation to realization to today, very special thanks to all of you. And I hope that this trend we continue, because as I said, it is the youth that will carry the future, and it is the youth that only has the passion, the energy, the devotion, and courage to actually lead us to the second stage of battling this enormous challenge to the whole humanity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amir, and thank you, Eric, for your support and your words of encouragement. Now, before we move to our winners, the very exciting part of today's session, we'd like to present a short video that provides an overview of the journey of the Youth Green Skills Accelerator Challenge.
Thank you. Now moving on to the next section where we will hear from the winners and the judges. Let me begin by introducing our judges. We have with us today May Babaker, the manager of Cairo Regional Hub at the ISDB, and Jose Manuel, Enterprise Development and Job Creation Specialist at the ILO. I'd also like to introduce the winner who will present first, Marie-Stéphanie Tour, representative of Association 3535, a non-profit organization based in Côte d'Ivoire. Marie, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marie from Côte d'Ivoire. So today I'm going to present our solution. So what we address, the problem we're trying to address with our solution is that in Côte d'Ivoire, agriculture plays a big role in the economy. But what we notice is that smallholder farmers, especially in remote areas, they have low income because they lack cold chain infrastructure, affordable cold chain. And this can lead to food waste. Like in Côte d'Ivoire, our main target is the mango producers. So they can lose at least 50% of their mango produce per year because of the lack of cold chain infrastructure. And also, this can lead to CO2 emission, food waste emission. And as for the youth employment, we notice that in Côte d'Ivoire, many actions are being done, but a lot needs to be done in considering young, vulnerable youth in remote areas. So we decided to help smallholder farmers with a climate-efficient warehouse powered by solar panel to help them store their mango produces and increase their income. So, and by doing this, we also provide green jobs opportunities for those young, vulnerable people in remote areas. So our target city is Ferkessédougou in the northern part of Côte d'Ivoire, which is such a really remote area, so they lack of job opportunity, and smallholder farmers remain still under the poverty line. So that's especially we want to build a warehouse with local material and use the local young as our manpower and insert them in our network, and where they will work as blue collar workers on demand. So we aim to increase the income with this solution of among 400 smallholder farmers, members of a cooperative, mango producer cooperative in Ferkessédougou, and also provide job for at least 50 young people. So thank you all for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Marie-Stéphanie. Now over to the judges to ask a couple of questions to the winner.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup, Marie-Stéphanie. Thank you very much. So congratulations for your project. My question could be, what kind of mechanism or interventions are you building into your project solution to ensure the sustainability after receiving the support of this prize?
Okay, so in our mechanism to ensure sustainability, first of all, we provide the facility under a rent-to-own business model. We allow the cooperative to use a rent-to-own business model with the farmers, so that after this, the project timeline, they actually can keep the warehouse. It belongs to them now. So the cooperative can continue the process of storing the mango food produce of the members. And also we plan to meet with several leadership of cooperative members. As in Côte d'Ivoire, there are around 2,000 agricultural cooperatives and agribusinesses. So we plan to continue to promote the use of green solar infrastructure for storage in the country with toward them, so that we will continue providing solar facility for agricultural actors.
Thank you. Thank you, Marie, and congratulations again. My question is, how can you see this project as innovative? What is the innovative aspect of your project?
Thank you for your question. So the innovative aspect of our project is that in the target area, this is the first to include the open access to green, especially green job for young, and also a green infrastructure for smallholder farmers. And we also promote the use of local material in the region so that it will increase income of smallholders and just provide green job for young people in the area. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marie. And once again, thank you everyone for joining us today. I know it's very noisy, especially with all the other events that are happening. So thank you for sticking around with us. Okay, moving on. I'd like to now introduce Sumaya Al-Hussam, who's the representative of Musanada Foundation for Development, a civil society organization from Yemen. So Sumaya will be presenting in Arabic, and I'll be translating her presentation.
السلام عليكم. صباح الخير. سمية الحسام من اليمن، المدير التنفيذي لمؤسسة مساندة وعضو فريق مبادرة الإضاءة اليمنية.
Sumaya, well, I just introduced you, Sumaya, but she is the executive director at Musanada Foundation.
مساندة هي أول مؤسسة مجتمع مدني في اليمن تعمل في مجال الطاقة الشمسية منذ العام 2014.
Musanada is one of the first renewable energies to provide a main source of energy in Yemen, which was established back in 2014.
وتعمل على نشر استخدام تطبيقات وتقنيات الطاقة الشمسية من خلال تمكين وبناء قدرات ذوي العلاقة في القطاع.
Musanada Foundation ensures sustainable, comprehensive development for all, and its main mission is to spread the use of renewable energy applications and technology by empowering and building the capabilities of stakeholders in the sector.
طبعا ورفع مستوى الوعي للمجتمع في كل ما يتعلق بقضايا الطاقة الشمسية من أجل تحقيق أهداف التنمية المستدامة 2030.
And of course, in addition to that, raising awareness, raising the level of awareness of society in everything that's related to renewable energy issues in order to achieve the SDGs of 2030.
كذلك تعمل مساندة على ضمان توفير أنظمة طاقة شمسية نظيفة بأسعار معقولة لكافة اليمنيين من أجل إحداث تنمية شاملة مستدامة.
It also works to ensure provision of clean and affordable energy to all Yemenis to achieve comprehensive and sustainable development.
المستفيدون من هذه المبادرة جميع الأسر اليمنية في المناطق الريفية وشبه الحضرية.
You can go ahead, Sumaya. كملي.
Okay. طبعا تشير التقديرات في اليمن إلى أن هناك 2,200,000 أسرة لا تحصل على الكهرباء، وبالتالي تستخدم الكيروسين ومصابيح الزيت ومصابيح والشموع والبطاريات، وهذا طبعا أمر خطير جدا على صحة الأسرة وعلى المجتمع وعلى البيئة.
So the beneficiaries of the project are basically families that live in rural areas, and the main issues that they address are a few. Main statistics shows that more than 2 million families do not have access to electricity, and therefore they use kerosene lamps, oil lamps, candles, and flashlight. And these are all dangerous for families and to the environment.
كذلك خلال الأعوام الماضية أطلقت الكثير من المبادرات والعديدة لتوفير أنظمة صغيرة الحجم، إلا أن هذه المبادرات لم تنجح بسبب التالي: أولاً التكلفة العالية، الجودة الرديئة، عدم وجود مراكز للإصلاح والصيانة، وعدم وجود شبكات للتوزيع والبيع.
Furthermore, over the past few years, there have been numerous initiatives that supply portable solar systems to family and rural areas. However, this has not been very successful because of the high prices, the poor quality, and the lack of network for purchase and distribution, as well as the lack of availability of centers for repair and maintenance.
ومن هنا جاءت فكرة مبادرة الإضاءة اليمنية من أجل تمكين المجتمعات المحلية وخلق نموذج أفضل في ريادة الأعمال.
So it was from here that our initiative was born to empower the local community and create an enhanced model for entrepreneurship.
من خلال مشاركة المجتمعات المحلية في عملية التجميع والتوزيع والترويج والإصلاح والصيانة وإعادة التدوير.
So this is done through a participatory approach with the local community through collection and distribution, systemization, repair and maintenance and recycling.
وبالفعل أسهمت المبادرة الإضاءة اليمنية بشكل مباشر في جعل عملية الانتقال بقيادة محلية. كذلك أيضا توفير الأنظمة النظيفة بأسعار معقولة للناس جميعا.
So our initiative supports the decentralization of this process and contributes to providing clean energy systems at a reasonable price.
كذلك أسهمت المبادرة الإضاءة اليمنية في خلق فرص أعمال جديدة ولائقة للشباب والنساء. تخيلوا اليمن مجتمع يعاني من الفقر والحرب والصراعات والمشاكل، كيف هذه المبادرة أوجدت الناس بالرغم أنه كان هناك مشكلة التغير المناخي، وبالتالي الأسر المزارعين تركوا أعمالهم واتجهوا إلى أعمال تقليدية. المبادرة أوجدت لهم أعمال لائقة وأعمال مناسبة لمجتمعهم المحلي.
So this initiative it also creates new decent business opportunity for women and youth, and this is also even more remarkable within the context of poverty and conflict that Yemen is undergoing.
كذلك المبادرة أيضا أسهمت في تخفيض الانبعاثات التي ناتجة عن الاحتباس الحراري لغاز ثاني أكسيد الكربون.
Also, another contribution of the initiative is the emission reduction of CO2.
نجاحات المبادرة حققت أنها تم إنشاء 4 مراكز في 4 مديريات في محافظتين الحديدة وحجة. هذه المراكز كل مركز يوجد فيها 40 شاب وشابة، 10 في الجانب الفني و5 في الجانب الإداري و25 شاب وشابة يعملون في شبكات التوزيع والترويج.
So some of the success and expectations. Number one, the initiative has established 4 centers in the area of Hudaydah and Hajjah, 4 centers, and they've employed about 106, they've created 106 jobs. So 40 jobs for young women and men in each of these centers. They work in admin positions, tech positions, distribution and collection.
وبالتالي هذه المبادرة حققت نجاح في أنها وظفت 160 شاب وشابة في المراكز ال4.
So it's employed a total of 116 young women and men.
كذلك المبادرة أيضا نجحت في تجميع ما يقارب من 33 ألف مصباح أو نظام شمسي، وتم توزيعهم بالفعل في المناطق الريفية وشبه الحضرية في المديريات ال4 التي تم فيها إنشاء المراكز.
So the Musanada has also, among its success, has achieved the distribution of 33,000 solar system. It's distributed it in 4 different rural areas.
أيضا المبادرة اعتمدت بشكل مباشر على ترسيخ الرسالة الأساسية من الهدف من هذه المبادرة، وهي مكنت المجتمعات المحلية من خلال تدريبهم على عملية التجميع والإصلاح والصيانة وخدمات ما بعد البيع.
A third success is empowering the local community by training them and empowering them with technical skills, distribution skills, recycling and assembly.
لأن الفكرة الأساسية من عملية التجميع هي كيف ممكن نخلق للمجتمعات المحلية مهارات مناسبة في عملية تقديم الخدمة على مستوى عالي وأيضا بجودة عالية.
Because one of the goals of Musanada is creating or upskilling the community members in this area.
ونحن في فريق مساندة نهتم أكثر بضمان الجودة وأيضا الاستدامة الطويلة للأنظمة التي يتم تجميعها في المراكز.
The main values of Musanada Foundation is the quality of their products and sustainability.
كذلك من النجاحات التي حققتها المبادرة أن المبادرة جعلت نسبة معينة من قيمة المصباح سواء في عملية التجميع أو التوزيع أو حتى الإصلاح والصيانة للمجتمعات المحلية للشباب الأربعين.
So another success achieved by Musanada is participation of the local community in work related to the solar lamps and having a monetary gain from it. So community members, they get a percentage of the value for each of the lamps that are repaired and distributed.
هدفنا خلال ال5 سنوات القادمة هي الوصول إلى 1,000,000 أسرة يمنية.
So our goal in the next 5 years is to reach 1 million Yemeni families.
طبعا المبادرة لن تتوقف عند توظيف 160 أو تتوقف عند إنشاء 4 مراكز، بل نطمح إلى إنشاء مراكز أكثر ومراكز جديدة وأيضا توظيف عدد ومؤهلين جدد إن شاء الله.
In order to meet this target, we need a comprehensive expansion approach because we want to move beyond just the 4 centers and the 160 jobs that are created so that we can reach a larger number of families.
في الختام أحب أن أشير أننا 3 أشخاص في فريق المبادرة: صدام الأهدل مؤسس أيضا وقائد مبادرة الإضاءة اليمنية، وحيد بشر عضو فريق المبادرة، وأنا سمية الحسام. شكرا جزيلا.
So in conclusion, I also want to acknowledge my colleagues, Saddam Al-Ahdal, who's the chairman of Musanada, and Wahid Bashir, who's a member of the initiative, and myself, Sumaya. Thank you very much. And now we turn to our judges for their questions.
Thank you, Sumaya, and thank you to the team. I will ask the question in Arabic and I will translate it to English. Okay? So, سمية، ما هي رؤيتك للمكون التدريب في المشروع وكيف يكون أثره ما بعد نهاية المشروع؟ Okay, خليني to explain it in English. So, my question was about how do you see the training component of the project contributing to the impact beyond the project lifecycle?
Sorry, but before we continue, I would like to ask that we keep it short because we're running out of time. So إذا ممكن نقصر الإجابات لأنه ما بقى في وقت. شكرا.
شكرا جزيلا. طبعا الفكرة الأساسية منذ البداية هي كيف ان احنا نمكن ونبني قدرات المجتمع المحلي من خلال تعزيز المهارات اثناء العمل، وكيف ممكن نخلق اشخاص مؤهلين قادرين على العملية الانتقالية وتوطين فكرة اللامركزية في المجتمع المحلي. الفكرة الأساسية انه يعتبر التدريب هو الاستثمار الأساسي في مبادرتنا، وبالتالي نطمح إلى أننا نخلق كوادر بشرية مؤهلة قادرة أنها تقدم أكثر لمجتمعها وتكون هي المسؤول المباشر والقائد في هذه العملية.
Thank you. So I will translate before we move on. So Sumaya was saying the idea from the outset is the empowerment, capacity building and training by enhancing skills on the job and creating a qualified people at the community level who are able to work in assembly, repair and maintenance, as well as in the administrative aspects, distribution, promotion of systems. So training is the main investment in our initiative, and its impact is sustainable beyond the end of the project because they're creating human resources that will continue the production and distribution of small systems and provision of repair and maintenance services. Thank you.
Congratulations. I think partially my question was also answered by this land, so I think we can move ahead. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And with that, I would like to introduce Shamir Shahab, representative of Bangladesh Youth Environmental Initiative, which is a youth-led environmental non-profit organization. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good morning and evening, those who is joining online. To start with, if I may ask all of you, if I give you a map, would you be able to point where exactly Bangladesh is? How many of you? Oh, excellent. In case, if you are not able to map where Bangladesh is, the discussion that is happening around here in COP27 is about what future impact is going to climate change going to have. But in Bangladesh, climate change impact is unfolding right now. It's affecting communities, it's affecting lives, it's affecting livelihoods right now. I travel to communities in the coastal of Bangladesh, I speak to young people, I speak to women, and the vulnerabilities and sufferings that they are facing is untold sufferings. I can't explain it in words to you. And that is at 1.1 degrees Celsius, that is discussion is about. Can you hear me? No? And then also the discussion that is happening around is about keeping it at 1.5 degrees Celsius, right? But the impact that we see at 1.1 degree, and if it is turns to 1.5 degree, and there is, and the way the discussion and the way the resources is being mobilized, we don't see how we would be able to keep it within 1.5 degree. So anyway, my point here is the country that where I'm coming from, this is not a future impact. It is happening right now, particularly young people. Youth unemployment in the backdrop of COVID-19 has shoot up almost 20%. And livelihood, due to impacts of climate change, livelihood options are shrinking down actually. So in this backdrop, what is Bangladesh doing? Bangladesh is not actually sitting idle. They're saying we are vulnerable. We are going to die. Bangladesh has one of the largest solar home system in the world, more than 6 million. Think about 6 million households in Bangladesh use the solar home system. And Bangladesh has between 2 to 4 million, we call it easy bikes, it's electric vehicles. And there is not only 1 or 2 people ride, this is carpooling. So there are millions of people who ride share these electric vehicles every day. So Bangladesh and the people and the communities of Bangladesh already doing its best to cope and adjust with the climate change. But also there are further challenges. Once you use the solar home system and electric vehicles, what do you do with it once it actually reaches the end of their lifetime? And in Bangladesh, unfortunately, there is no proper infrastructure for recycling, particularly the acid-lead batteries, and as well as when the solar home system comes to their end of their life, they are mostly discarded here and there. So this is actually posing a serious health hazard for the communities. So here comes the Bangladesh Youth Environmental Initiative, where actually I work, and we set up in 2009-10, so it's been more than 10 years. We have been working with the young people, empowering them, as well as actually deploying them in the communities, coming up with solutions that they can do. So the projects that we have proposed in this call is about selecting vulnerable young people from climate impacted areas and equipping them with skills they need actually to recycle the solar panels and the lead acid batteries, and then actually deploy them into some of the companies who actually sell this solar home system. So in Bangladesh, there is actually dearth of skilled human resources in the solar and other renewable energy industries. So we will be equipping young people with skills necessary to become employable in the solar home systems. And also in that process, actually the challenge that I mentioned, the health hazard that is actually posing by the expired solar home system is actually going to be recycled. So this is actually innovative in the context of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a climate vulnerable country, also trying to switch to renewable energy, but there are challenges in terms of skilled human resources and so on. That's where we are coming up with the idea of empowering young people, equipping them with skills so that they actually solve especially the renewable energy challenge that Bangladesh is actually facing. So I think I'm not going to bore you with all the details anymore, but that's all from my end. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The judges, please, with the questions.
If I may. Thank you very much and congratulations. So my question is about how does your project contribute to a green and just transition for beneficiaries involved, but also for the wider community?
Am I audible? Yeah. So the question is, how does that contribute to green transition? So first of all, through these projects, we are going to create decent jobs in the renewable energy industry. So second is going to actually challenge the health hazard that is being posed by the electronic waste. So this is actually benefiting the communities as well. So I think this actually fundamentally is doing kind of climate justice in the way that is benefiting the communities, those who are vulnerable, and actually also increasing the livelihood opportunities for the young people coming from climate vulnerable regions of the country. So that's why I believe that this actually contributed to the just transition aspect of what ILO and both ISDB is interested in. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations again. My question has to do with the replicability and scalability of your project. So when you are designing it, how do you ensure that it can be replicated somewhere else and also can be scaled up?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Thank you very much. That's always a challenge with the project. So the way we thought of it, we will be actually partnering with 6 TBAT institutions, technical and vocational institutions across the country. And then we will be setting up, we call it Green Skills Innovation Hub in those institutions. So there will be ownership of the problem from those institutions, so that even after training this like set of 100 young people, they will be actually continuing the program and then reskilling, upskilling of the young people coming from that region. So that's why we see even after the end of this project, it's not finishing. Rather, through this Green Skill Innovation Hub, they will be actually continuing this program, training program, and provide trainings to other young people in that region. So that's how we thought of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jose and May, I would like to ask you, after these 3 very comprehensive presentations from the winners, can you give in 2 minutes each your perspectives?
If I may, thank you very much. I think that first of all, congratulations to the 3 winners, but also to the organizers. I think that we have a very diverse representation of geographic, so 3 different continents, but also 2 women. I think it's very important to have women, and that was not on purpose. I see that you are addressing specific challenges. That can be my technology, sorry. Specific challenges, and those challenges are common. So you're addressing the needs that you see from your 3 different local contexts, and that's very good, because that means that you are also hearing what the communities are saying, but also what the market is asking you to do. And from an enterprise development angle, I think that's the key, to combine the needs from your communities with what the market is asking to do. So thank you very much for taking this into consideration. I think your 3 solutions are very innovative at local level. Yemen, in a context and fragile situation, is applying interesting business model that will enable them to support a very important challenge that you have in your region, but with a sustainable angle. In Bangladesh, obviously, the replicability that you are implementing is a very convenient business model, because it will enable you to reach much other of these communities. And in the case of Côte d'Ivoire, I think the fact of targeting a very remote area is also something that we have been taking into consideration. So thank you very much for your wonderful initiative.
Thank you, Jose. I think you have said it all, but congratulations again to the team. I would like to highlight some peculiarities about each one of you in terms of the projects that you've given. All of them are innovative, all of them are fantastic. I cannot stress more the fact that having two women representing the NGOs and the initiative is just great. I like the fact that the three of you are looking into the local context. So looking at communities, the community issues, I saw that very clearly. I think there is one open. Yours is open. Thank you. Yes. So looking at the needs of the local communities. So looking at the example of Yemen with the situation in conflict and the 2 million families without access to electricity. So you see how this initiative is contributing to changing people's lives. When you look at Cote d'Ivoire and the smallholder farmers and the waste that we have seen, and by the way, I live there in Cote d'Ivoire, so I know what it means for such produce to be wasted. So you are looking into the real issues. Looking at Bangladesh, and this is a climate change issue, and you are looking at your target group, which is the youth that we're talking about, and how you are looking beyond just the community, but looking at how you have a sustainable system within the TVET education. Looking again at the fact that each one of you looked at the scalability part, that yes, you have a warehouse in Cote d'Ivoire, but you are talking to stakeholders to make sure that it is replicated in other regions. Looking at the Bangladesh case, and that you are establishing this innovation lab, but also you are looking into how these skills are going to move beyond the lab. Looking at Yemen, and that you are bringing the community whereby they are doing everything. They are the ones manufacturing, they are one distributing, they are the ones marketing. So thank you to all of you. I think you took us to a different level whereby we see that community initiatives can make the change that we want. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to the judges for the feedback and to the winners for their presentations. Now we move on to the announcement of the winners. Can we? Okay, 1 minute before we move. Can we, in the meantime, please take the chairs back? Sumaya and Shamir, thank you.
Okay, so we have finally arrived to the moment that we've all been waiting for. But I'll have you wait just for another 30 seconds because I do want to acknowledge the people who are joining us online. I'm getting messages congratulating the team. I'm getting messages also, thank you very much, for my beautiful dress. And I wanted actually to say something because I purposefully wore this dress today because it's from a sustainable fashion house. So all of their items is made from recyclable material. So I did want to point that out and thank you for recognizing it. So with that said, I'd like to also invite Eric and Amir Bukvich to the stage. You have to go. Okay, so Amir, thank you so much, Eric, for joining us and staying until now. Appreciate it. I'll invite Amir Bukvich to the stage. Yes. And we will start by announcing the third place winner. Just to build some momentum, we're going to start with the second prize. Sorry, winners, we're really giving you the runarounds. So we're going to announce the second winner, and then we'll move to the third and first.
We do not have drum rolls, but second place winner of the challenge is Association 3535 from Côte d'Ivoire. Yes, sure.
Now we do, but then that's not giving any recognition to the third. Okay, and now for the first placed winner is, I wanted gold envelopes, so it's like the Oscars or something. So I just got any envelopes, but I stuck them close. Okay, the first place winner is Bangladesh Youth Environmental Initiative from.
And last but not least, and it's an honor for me personally to present this to Sumaya from Musanada Foundation for Development from Yemen. Thank you.
I'll just say a few words. I would really like to congratulate you on behalf of ISDB and on behalf of ILO now, ILO. You really did. You had very impressive projects, and it was really for us was very fascinating to hear your life stories. And I just would like to hope that these awards would further motivate you to bring the change from the grassroots. Actually, your passion is and your innovation. Passion and innovation is actually what made things happen. And I hope that all those who are listening would be motivated to next time be with us here on the board as winners, and that all of us together, but under your leadership, the leadership of youth, would bring a better tomorrow. Thank you very much, and congratulations one more time.
Thank you everyone for your participation. Just give me one more minute so we can wrap this up. Thank you for your participation. I'd like to thank, the many people who did not make it here, the ones who are behind the scene from communication offices, from regional hub offices, country offices. But I especially want to thank our core team of people who attended every single meeting and who did so much work. I'd like to actually thank them by name. From the ISDB, we have Muna Munshi. From the ILO, we have Patrick Daru and Michael Brown. So once again, thank you so much and congratulations. This session has